Hey guys, Jessica Peterson here. I spoke with Nick this morning and he thought the sales team would be the best people for this video. So hopefully we're getting these to the right people. But I'm super excited he accepted this for you guys because I'm about to give you 3 strategies that's going to make a significant impact on your business. Right now, you're only getting about 60 people to your website. That means that you are losing 60 to 70% of your jobs by not having these strategies in place, okay? So I know that these strategies work because we've used them with over 50 other businesses just like you guys throughout the US, and it's had a huge success. So please feel free to take these strategies, run with them, do them on your own, and start today so you can start driving that traffic and helping more people in your community. If you'd rather focus on what you guys do best and just have a partner to help you get there, give us a call at Peterson SEO because this is our specialty and we specialize in working with restoration companies like you guys, okay? But either way, please take these strategies, run with them because it's going to be huge for you guys, okay? So today we're talking 3 main things. We're talking about your content and keyword strategy, your citations, and your backlinks, okay? So here we are on your website, obviously. So you have a good looking website. I do like that you have separate pages for your major services. However, this is really hard to understand and follow. There's no categories or subcategories, so I guarantee you your customers are getting confused because it's overwhelming. Water, I don't know what I'm looking for. I know personally how important those pages are, but it's overpowering. Just all of this in my face and I don't know what I'm looking for. You know, I'm going to get frustrated and your customers are leaving, I guarantee you, because this is confusing. Now, having the pages is important though. It's just how this is structured. It needs to be user friendly, and especially mobile friendly. Google's gone mobile first when it comes to ranking. So having the click to call phone numbers and ease of use, really easy navigation is critical for your ranking. Now, when it comes to ranking, Google is not ranking based on how it looks, but the content of your website. Content is key, and you do need a lot of content. So I'm not really seeing much for content on this home page here at all. You really don't have any content here. So content is in images, videos, and text. Every image on your website needs to be optimized with the local keywords such as Denver water damage restoration Denver, etc. And all of your content on this homepage needs to be written around all of your major services and those local keywords. Again, water damage restoration Denver water damage restoration. People search differently. You want to capitalize on those searches to get the most potential volume to your website as possible. And we're going after those buyer intent keywords. When people search for a restoration company, that's more informational. But when they're specifically looking for water damage repair and things like that in your area, those are many keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching because they need help now. So those are the type of keywords we need to be focused on. Your homepage is the most important page of your entire website because it ties every other page together. It's like a nice, pretty little bow for Google to help Google understand the structure and everything going on your website. This homepage needs to have at least 1,500 words of content or more. If your competitors have 1,500 words, then you need to try for 1,800 or 2,000 words of content. You have to have that content. It is very important. And I am happy to see that you also have service area pages, which is great. You absolutely need to have that. This is just the basic foundation. But take it a further step to kind of where Google's at now, having separate services for each of these locations. So you would have a page for everything is pretty important. If you want to be found in all these communities for the services you offer, they have to have their own pages. You need your own dedicated pages for every service in every area. Google doesn't want things grouped together anymore. We got away with that about 18 months ago, but not anymore. It's confusing for your customers, and it's confusing for the algorithms. Google's sending a crawler to your website, and it scans everything. It scans all of these images, all this content, to understand who you are, the services you offer, and where you offer it. So if it doesn't have the right type of content, it's not using the keyword structure, they're not able to do that. So definitely go back, check out your service area pages. You'll notice they're pretty generic. There's no keyword focus there either. So definitely got to work on your keyword strategy so that we can start getting those customers coming to your website. Looking at your top competitor in Denver, we have ServPro. And yes, they're a franchise, but you're not competing against the entire franchise, just the franchisees, and each franchisee only has a handful of zip codes that they serve. Now, they also are not allowed to modify this content on their page. So you have an advantage. They can't do what they need to do, but you can. So you can write better quality content and more content, more words of content, more pages, writing more blog articles, etc. All those things are going to be important. But these guys are definitely beatable. You just have to do better than they are doing, okay? Now, when your customers are doing a search, we know they'll do a search similar to this, right? And when they do, we want it to be your website that's popping up. And there's three main areas that can happen on the first page of Google. The first is always going to be ads. Those are your cost per click ads and local service ads. And this can be really profitable if it's something you want to do, as long as you have your processes dialed in and the foundation is set. But if not, it could be a really bad ROI and a bad experience, okay? The second section here is important as well, because this section here is your Google Map Pack, okay? 30% of people come straight to the maps. They'll skip the ads and everything else, and they come right here. So if you're not one of these top 3 businesses, you're leaving 30% of your revenue and handing every single one of those customers to your competitors, okay? So you want your Google profile up here in the top 3 for each one of your services in the areas you serve. So in order to get your profile there, if it's not already, you do need to optimize it and go out and get a bunch more citations. And citations are simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, Glassdoor, the Better Business Bureau, Angie's List. You need more of those than your competitors, and every single one of those sends additional Google signals to Google about your business, the services you offer, and where. So those are critical for your business. And then finally, this third section here, this is the most important because 60 to 70% of all people come straight to this organic section, and they'll skip the ads, they'll skip the maps, and they come here. So your website has to show up on the first page of Google right here. And if it's not, you're losing 60 to 70% of the jobs every single month. So in order to show up here, it all comes back to the foundation of this website being properly built, optimized with the right content and keyword strategy, and then supporting it with your backlink SEO, which now brings us to backlinks. And this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to tell us how your website is performing. We can see you have a rating of a 15 out of 100, which isn't terrible, but also means Google doesn't quite trust your website, okay? So websites are powered by backlinks. So we do need a lot of backlinks. We need to be sending new backlinks every month. And we need more backlinks than our competitors. But it is important to understand that not all of these backlinks are created equal. You only get credit for one backlink per referring domain. And the fact that you have 500 with a score of 15 tells me you got a lot of spammy stuff in here that is actually hurting you. So I want to focus on only getting the good do-follow links from other websites that are closely related. So those are going to be websites from other home service businesses, vendors, magazines in this niche. Those types of things are the good quality backlinks that you need. And the more of those you get, the higher the score is, the more Google trusts your website, the more it's going to promote your website higher to rank, and the more it helps you rank your keywords. Now, currently you're only getting about 64 people to your website, so that means you're missing out on hundreds of potential traffic and jobs that you're missing out on. 60 to 70%, okay? If we look at your keywords, you do have a few keywords that you're ranking for, but most of these are all brand related, okay? This is all brand related, blog article type keywords. And blog article keywords are okay too. It's just that they're informational. They're not somebody that's gonna buy right now. So we need to focus on those buyer intent keywords over informational keywords. So you are getting some traffic, but the bulk of your traffic is all coming from your branded stuff and information. So focus on the 3 strategies I just shown you, and you can start capturing some of that 60 to 70% that you're missing. If we look at your competition, we can see here they have a low score for their location, but because the website is so powerful, it's able to push power to this specific location page, and it's allowed this one location with only a handful of zip codes to get over 700 in traffic every single month. So it's just more proof in the pudding that following the process is going to get you this traffic. And yes, again, these guys are absolutely beatable, but you have to follow these strategies that I've just given you today. And when you do, you have the opportunity to actually dominate in your area, okay? So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply yourself, and start today. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, give us a call at Peterson SEO, because this is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. Okay, so feel free to answer any or ask any questions, reply to my email, give me a call, and also send me some feedback and let me know what you thought of this video so I can continue to make them better. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.